Hi, it's Belle from Ignite Art Therapies, and I thought I'd show you a few resources today because I constantly get asked about different tools I use in individual sessions and in workshops. Now, some of these can be used in meetings and things like that as well. So let's have a look at three of my favourites, which all come from an organisation called St. Luke's Innovative Resources. I'll pop a link below so you know where to get them. But my first favourite thing to use is picture books. This one is one of the first ones that I ever used, called The Wrong Stone. And the reason I love picture books is because people identify with the story that's being told. And this one is actually about identity and how there's a place for everyone in the world, but sometimes we feel like we're out of place and there's not a spot for us. And so this is a beautiful picture book about identity, and I really love that and used it a lot when I worked with young people. I quite often will develop activities around the picture book and the story and the message that's there, both in workshops and in individual sessions. Another great one from Russell Deal as well is called Captain Grumpy, and that's about expectations and how sometimes when we're not doing what we love, we can get a little bit grumpy and grouchy about it, but also what nourishes us, what are we doing and how are we living out our purpose. So they're two great books, both written by Russell Deal, and a great way to use picture books in workshops and things like that. The other thing I love is card sets, and this one's called Picture This. So this is a great series of pictures that are on cards, and what you do is you lay them out so that people can talk through the cards, go and choose the card that resonates with them, and you can use them in lots of different ways. For instance, what do you hope to get out of the session? How is the session going? All of those types of things. So people will choose different parts of the image for different reasons. So for instance, this one, which is some broken pastels, could be the fact that they're broken. It could be the colours. It could be evoking a memory from an experience that they've had. There's various reasons why people choose different images. And so these are a great way to communicate with people and sort of get an idea of where they're at. And they're gorgeous pictures that really resonate with people. Along the similar lines are symbols cards. So as you can see, there's various symbols, and symbols hold lots of meaning and significance for people. And so people choose a card or 3 or 4 that identifies with them. And I use them in a similar way to the Picture This cards, in as far as doing introductions. What are you hoping to get? How was that for you? These are really great tools to use as check-in points, because sometimes people are thinking things, we're not sure what's going on, but this is giving them another way to communicate and to check in and evaluate and see how things are. And it's amazing what people actually talk about through the symbols, especially doing introductions. I think doing introductions in a way of just going, say your name and what you do, are a little bit boring, if you want to say, but it's amazing what people will talk about if they have a picture or a symbol to talk through. And it's just a different way to check in, to get people experiencing the workshop or individual session. And they can be used for things like meetings, for conflict, for teamwork, for lots of different things, affirmations. You can use them in so many different ways. So I love picture books, but I also love using these card sets. And there's lots of different card sets, but these two are my favourite. The pictures and the symbols. They really get people talking, and you can use them in so many different ways. The great thing is also that there's a little instruction booklet that comes with them that gives you some ideas on ways that you can engage people. It's not just about therapy, it's about meetings and communication and all that type of thing. So there's 3 of my favourite resources to use: picture books, Picture This, and symbols cards. And I'd love to hear from you guys about what are some of the things that you use. Let's share our ideas. I'm always on the lookout for things. But also, you know, how have you engaged with them, and how useful has it been? So I'd love to hear from you guys. Next week I will answer another question, but I thought this week I'd just share something that I constantly use and thought it might be useful to know. So have a good week, everyone. We'll see you next week for answering another question, and take care during the week. Feel free to pop anything below and ask any questions if you need. All right, take care.